Hello everybody and welcome back to our class. Today we will start a new big topic named Object-Oriented Programming. Object-Oriented Programming is one of the basics of C# and .NET. So, Object-Oriented Programming, or OOP, is a special conception of programming which assumes that everything in the world is an object. Every object includes its special data and code which defines its behavior. Every object is supposed to be an implementation of some class. Class is an abstract data type. Also, it can be posed as a program code template for objects. Classes may be organized in a hierarchy. For example, we can create a class named car. It will be a common class for all types of cars. For example, we can define a class Opel Astra. A class car means a car in general, which have several main functions or methods: start, stop, go left, go right, go straight, go back. And it would be quite natural to suppose that Opel Astra has the same main functions, and also it can have some another special traits. So we can say that a class car is more general for Opel Astra, or that Opel Astra inherits functionality and general traits from class car. This is what we call inheritance. Inheritance means that some class, Opel Astra in this case, has in general the same behavior as its base class, car class in this case. A class which stands higher in the hierarchy called base class, and the class which directly inherits the base class we call derived class. Generally, we have two types of inheritance. Single, when our derived class has traits of only one basic class, and multiple, when our derived class inherits from several classes. It's not supported in C#. Also, we can make a long hierarchy of classes using an inheritance. For example, an Opel Astra inherits from a car class. But we can also define a class Opel Astra G that inherits from Opel Astra. Now we have a multi-level inheritance. Opel Astra G has main traits of car, but directly inherits from an Opel Astra. Here we should conclude that different cars, despite they have different inner components like engine, transmission type and so on, have in general the same behavior. Every car can go straight, back, left and right. This is a next basic principle of an OOP, abstraction. Abstraction means an independence of behavior of an object of its inner construction. Really, if we need to move straight or left, we will not bother about a current type of an engine. Also, we are not allowed to influence on the work of engine directly, and this is fair. This leads us to a next point, encapsulation. Encapsulation means that when we are using objects of some type, in order to change their states or behavior, we can use only explicit parts of their functionality and structure. In the case of cars, we can use only such methods as start, stop, go left, go right, go straight, and go back. All burden of responsibility for implementation of these functions lies on a concrete class. In simple words, an inner structure is hidden from an outer world. The next and the last basic principle is polymorphism. Polymorphism is an ability of some function or method to process objects of different types. For example, let's imagine that we have a hierarchy of animals, where animal is a basic class and cat, lion and dog are derived classes. All of these classes have a method named voice. For cat, lion and dog it returns quite different values. And let's imagine that somewhere else we have a method called getAVoice with an argument of type animal. It will call a voice function in it. The key conception is that we can give it as an argument an object of basic and an object of some derived class. For example, we can give it an object of class animal, and as well as we can give it some object of class dog, cat or lion. And consequently, in this function we call a voice method with an expected result. For example, for cat it will be meow, and for dog it will be woof. So today we have reviewed the basic principles of object-oriented programming. These basic principles helps us to simplify our code and to get a clear, systematic view on the structure of our program. Thank you for attending to my lecture. Goodbye.